Hey y'all, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Tara, the Thrifty Practitioner. I hope you guys are having a good day, however this finds you within your day. I hope that your day is going, decent. How's that? It's going decent. I actually have the day off for the holiday, so I'm happy about that. Nothing like a nice little break in the week. It's gonna mess with my census numbers, but you know what? I'm probably not close to getting that bonus anyway. I'm still trying for that bonus, y'all. I'm still trying. But anywho, guys. And so I hope you guys have been having a good week. Like I said, it's Thursday, almost the weekend for those of us who get the 2 days off. And for those of you who work, thank you for keeping the country going. How about that? Guys, it's the 100 Envelope Challenge Day. This is one of the 3 that I'm doing. I decided to kind of break them up instead of doing them all at one time because it takes a while. The one that I'm going to be stuffing today is the travel binder. So to catch up, because I kind of got behind, I'm actually doing 12 envelopes, which is one of the reasons why I am just doing them one at a time. Because, 12 envelopes on 3 100 envelope challenges, that's a lot. That is a lot. So let's go ahead. Let me show you the one that I'm doing. Like I said, it's a travel binder. And I'm sorry, I know y'all, this is kind of ratchet. Look at that. It just rubbed off. I got this from the dollar store. It was all nice and neat. But I think when I keep putting it up against something, it just kind of rubs off. So that was a state, I don't know, that said some stuff. But as you see, it's USA, and so yeah, I like this. I kind of just did it because this is keeps us in the country, lets us travel. This is what it's for, because we are going to be going to the beach later on this year. Woo! All right, guys, so I want to go ahead. I want to get started. The envelopes that I am actually going to be stuffing are the ones that have that are half colored. So it lets me know, because I did this so I can know what color the envelope was going to be, and also once again which envelopes were going to be colored, not covered, but colored. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. The premise of these, what I do is I purchased these cards from Jacqueline over at My Girl Beauty, and this is from her Etsy shop. I'm not sure if she's still selling this or not. However, at the time last year, I did purchase it. It's 50 scratch offs with 3 roll and saves, and it is all the 50 states. So what I do is I scratch off this if the envelope. Okay, so if the card's in the envelope, I apologize, guys. Then I scratch this off. If there's no card in the little envelope, then I do the roll and save, and that goes into that envelope. So there you go. And I need to count the money. I always forget to count the money. I think a lot of us do, y'all. I think a lot of us just be like, I just want to get started. Because it's fun. All right, guys, here we go. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 105, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 205, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 245, 246, 247, 248, 249, 250, 251, 252, 253, 254, 255, 256, 257. So $257 is what we have, okay? I don't know if I have the right mix of money. I just have money. And I estimated it based upon, you know what, I may not have enough money, so we'll see. We're gonna go through and do what we can, right? So, all right, the first one is going to be envelope number 1 is what we are doing. So let's go ahead, let's scratch this off and see how much we're putting in here. We are oh my God. I don't know how this is gonna go, because I don't know. We're gonna play until I can't. How's that, guys? Play until I can't. So Montana came in to the States in 1889. So I'm assuming, so this is gonna be the 41st state. Oh my God, y'all. I don't know what this is gonna be. And this money I'm using for our trip that we're going on later on this year. So it's just the spending money. We're gonna end up driving. I don't want to fly still. So number 5. So yeah, I kind of want to live, which I'm gonna tell y'all getting crazy out there with this driving. What's going on with with y'all. All right, so this is gonna be the roll and save. Let's see what we're gonna get here. And I'm going to take my, I'm gonna use, do you wanna use this one? No, I'm gonna use the 6-sided die. And I said I was gonna use the black one. So let's do that. Let me hustle, let's do that. 4. Yeah, y'all, it's getting kind of crazy out there with people driving. Yesterday I was 5, that's 9. I was coming back, 6, God, that's 15. I was coming back to the, apartment from the house, and I was coming down this one road, right? 5, 10, 15. It's still a country road because of where I am, so it's a country road. Fields on the sides and stuff, and the stop signs are at least like about 1 mile to 2 miles apart, right? And so I was at a stop sign and, you know, just was driving, not paying attention. Y'all, this person blew the stop sign and rocked my car. And I was like, oh my God. So 9. Okay, so who came in 1858? And I was like, oh my God. And it really shook me, y'all, because you know how sometimes we don't have our blinkers on? And even if I had my blinker on, the person was going so fast. Oh my God, $32. Come on now, girl. And so it's Minnesota. But I was going so fast. I mean, that person was going so fast that even had I had my blinker on, I don't know if they would have had enough time to really pay attention to the fact that it was on. And I was like, man, what if I was turning? I just would have it just really, you know, was scary. So we got 20, 30, 1, 2. And I'm not sure if that's everywhere or if it's just up here, because these people are very aggressive. And I know people are like, yeah, that's just how they are. But you know what? That's scary when somebody rocks your car. And they were just blowing past stop signs. They were blowing past the stop light. Like that person got into the turning lane as if they were going to turn, but instead, because I ended up catching up to them anyway at regular speed. All right, so the next one is going to be 23. And so they looked like they were going to turn, but as soon as, because we got caught by a train, as soon as that train, y'all, okay, so who came in 1787? As soon as that train got done, girl, come on now. So these numbers are high. I don't know if I'm going to scratch these. I think it's going to take all my money, y'all. Because I thought this was going by when hold on, y'all. I'm going to see something. Okay, guys, what I ended up doing was looking up when Pennsylvania actually came into the United States, when it became a state. And it looks like it was the second state. So the number that's here is just a number. And to save, because I don't want to have to take out a lot of money each time just to stuff this, I think what I'm going to do going forward on this is I'm going to add these numbers together. If it's like 20 or lower, I may end up doing it. But anything over that, it just gets to taking all the money away. And I don't want to do that, y'all. I want to be able to do all of these. So I'm going to put 8 in there. That is 3 plus 5. Okay. I know it takes the fun away, y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all like to see us save a lot of money. I don't mind saving a lot of money. But guys, even for me, some of those numbers are high. And I don't want to save high numbers. You know, I still would like to be able to play, save, and get done, because the whole purpose of this also is to get done. So that was 20. Y'all, did I just really do? No, that wasn't 21. That was 23. My bad. Somebody got something from FedEx. Lucky's. No, I'm on a buying strike. I'm really trying to preserve my money. All right. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the person that was driving. It was just really scary. So we did 23. We're at 33. It was just really scary to have somebody drive that fast past me. And, you know, like I said, when you just kind of think about, like, it's like, man, what if I had been turning and just forgot to put my blinker on? But I don't think that person would have had enough time. So Alaska, 49, y'all. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, 4 plus 9 is 13. That's what we're going to do, okay? But so 4 plus 9 is 13. And I'm going to put plus because that's what I did. So it just really kind of scared me. And since I have all these 5s, Yeah, if I do it that way, I'll just go ahead and round it up. But the it just kind of scared me. I was like, man, and it's crazy because, like I said, the car came out of nowhere. I was just at the stop sign. I was doing proper speed limit. Y'all be aware. Just be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. Being aware of your surroundings. So we got 37. Apparently, being aware of your surroundings has more to do with just even walking and all that other stuff. Now it has to do with driving. People, I don't know why, are just way more aggressive. All right, so 1. 1. I don't like that. Hold on. I don't know why 1 is 3. So that's $5. I do not know why 1 is like trying to be my best friend this month. I should add up all the ones that I do. All right, so we have 5. Okay, that goes over here. What's next? That was 37, and we have 63. And if I have money left over, I can go back and stuff the rest of it, but I just want to make sure that I can at least get through it once. All right, 63 is the scratch off. Okay, so let's see what this is. 22. Okay, I can do 22. Oops, sorry. I think I'm shaking y'all. I'm sorry, guys. 22. Yeah. So we got 10, 15, 20, 1, 22. So 22. That one's easy. It's those bigger ones, guys. It's just hard to do the big numbers. All right. And that was the reason why, you know, I did this type of challenge, was so that I wouldn't have to save the... So really, is it 66? 66 is not a number. I accidentally colored the wrong one. Oh, bless my heart. Bless my little heart. So 67 is the number. So I'm going to go to 67, guys. Okay, so 67 is going to be the roll and save part. And what state was that? It was Alabama. It was Bama. Bama. Bama, Bama. All right, so 1. Oh, look at that. Time to change up, y'all. Oh, I'm not doing that, y'all. We're not doing that. 3. Okay. All right, give me a moment. Because I'm not happy with that. 6. Yes. I mean, I'm trying to save some money here. And, well, I guess it's like, well, you want to save some money? You want to save some money? You're going to save some money. So all I have left is these $4. And I don't think I have dollars anywhere else, y'all. Actually, I probably do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, this is going to be, so it's $19. So we have $19. That's going to go into 67. And I'm just going to move y'all back just a little bit. Sorry, guys. Hopefully I didn't. Let me adjust it just a little bit, guys. Nope, you guys are good. You guys are good. Let me hustle. I was trying not to make this long. All right, so here goes this. And this goes into 67. I went out with some coworkers yesterday celebrating birthdays and stuff. So that was fun. We went to Benihana's. Have you ever been to Benihana's, guys? Have you ever been to Benihana's? Benihana's is it's a hibachi grill, and it is it's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, can't do that. It's nice. Actually, it's nice as a place to go once in a while. I didn't realize it was so expensive though. It just so happens my medical assistant, she works there. And so, of course, we got a little bit of discount because I think, well, I don't know if we got a discount or not, honestly. It was 6 of us that went, but I do know that, y'all, I think the thing that took me by surprise was this tip situation, and it still is. It's got my nerves nerving, y'all. It has my nerves nerving. So apparently, I'm sorry, guys, I'm looking for some ones. So the bill came up to $285, y'all, okay? It came up to $285. And I was like, okay, the tip for a $285 meal for 6 people, the lowest that it calculated was $85. $85, guys. $85. I took out 15 ones, y'all. That's what I did. Can you believe that? I was like, $85. I was like, what is this? I was like, that was a whole nother meal, y'all. A meal and a drink. And I'm talking about a drink. I'm not talking about a drink. I'm talking about a drink. And I was sitting here like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, no. All right, so the next one is 91. And I looked at that and I was like, girl. And I asked her, I said, who is this tip going to? And she was like, that was for the server. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not paying his day's pay. You got to be crazy. And I was like, no. And so I did do a tip. I did a $30 tip. That was, it was 10%. Look, I still got a 1. Y'all see that? That was 10%. And I felt like, $30, y'all, that was good. He did $30 worth of work. I don't understand. So that's $11. But I was like, he sure the heck didn't do $85 worth of work, y'all. What do y'all think about that? Isn't that crazy? 85, and I'm gonna tell you, here's what it was. So the lowest was 85. The next one was 91, and then the next one was $100. One for a $285 meal. Can you believe that? I was like, no, that's crazy. I was like, there's no way. 95. And I told her, I said, don't you ever say that we don't tip again. I said, because this is crazy. All right, so this is $12. And this is, girl, y'all, I can't see. Who is this? North Carolina. It is North Carolina. All right, so that's 12. Like I said, I can do that. Anything that's about around the 20s and stuff, I can do. The rest of it is like, that's a lot of money, y'all. That's a lot of money. All right. But, yeah, so no. And that's one of the reasons why I don't go out, guys. I will go out to a nice place to eat, but I won't go out to, so we had 99. I'm missing one though, I think. So another scratch off. I will go out to eat, but I'm very mindful of how often, $40. I'm very mindful about how often I do go out to eat because the food is expensive. And then when you go to these sit down places, I'm gonna do 20, guys. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'll do half on this one. That's why I'm mindful about where I do go to eat, because if I'm going to tip, I'm going to tip for the service, of course, but I don't want to be robbed when I tip either. Y'all, $85 for $285. Would you have paid it? And I know some people like, what if the food was good? If this, if that, man, that's not a reasonable tip. If you think about 15%, I would say, oh God, y'all. I would say 15% at least, which is the low end on that, is, what is that? So 30 and 54, so $45, okay? On a $285. I was like, yeah, that's reasonable. But that was like, it was double the tip. So I don't know if the guy, I don't want to blame anybody. I just know that was high. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you serious? Is that all we did was 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was 11. So I'm missing one. 99, 1, 23, 77. I didn't do 77. There you go. I got to do 77, guys. I did not do 77. Okay, so I need to color that in. So that was the only thing, but we had fun. We had fun. One of the MAs, I see her. She's she works there, but sometimes like when they're at work, because they're there, they do see the providers there. We had this one onion soup that had mushrooms in it, and she was like, Tara, I am allergic to mushrooms. And I'm looking at her like, why are you eating it? I was like, why you? She said, I took them out. I said, there's essence of mushroom in that soup. And so the other MA was like, she's like, well, but you know what? You can perform CPR. I said, no, when her mouth is closed. I said, that's called anaphylaxis. And so I said, plus I'm off duty. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna round up on, no, well, I'll just still do 14. I don't care. But yeah, y'all, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those providers. When I'm off duty, I'm off duty. No, there's no Hippocratic oath. There's to the patients I serve, not to the public. No, when I'm out, I'm out. I told her, I said, you're gonna have to save your life. I asked my, I asked my MA that works there. I asked her. I said, y'all got a crash card? And then they had the nerves to say, well, you can take a pen and you can, you can stab it in her throat. And I was like, it's not a movie, okay? That ain't how it works. What y'all be thinking, guys? What do y'all be out here thinking? Do y'all really be thinking we do that in real life? Y'all, I can't with you people. I can't. But it was a really good, I loved it. I had a good time going out. I wish more people were able to come, but it was what it was. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what, I do want to take the opportunity to probably go ahead and, what do we have left? I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, $43. I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's 32, 4. So 34. We can go ahead and finish that out, or maybe we can just add 10. I can do 10 here. Okay, and I can do 10 here. Okay, and I can do 10 here, and I can do 10 here. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can do 10 here, and I can do 2 here, and I will put, do this here, and I will put, let's see, y'all, I'm just trying to put the money where I can, and then I will put just $1 here for next time. So I won't save this today, but, well, I will. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna do it off camera. I don't wanna do it on camera because I don't wanna take any more time. But I just wanted to save the rest of the money in other spots. And I have something special for you guys at the end of the month. I do. Yes, I do. All right, guys. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you all. Thank you very much for seeing what I have to offer. And, you know, I know this video was just a little bit of it everywhere, but I appreciate you being here. I do appreciate all your time that you take in order to stay entertained by my crazy booty. And you tell me, man, how do you feel about these people driving? Are you concerned for your life? Because I'm starting to get concerned for my life. There's a lot of aggressiveness going on. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for stopping by, seeing what I have to offer. Once again, if you like this type of content, don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn those notification bells, and I'm going to see you in my next video.